entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Good morning, and welcome to the second edition of the I Rest My Take podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the horrific NFC East and the frauds that the Cowboys are.
Additionally, we're going to be talking about how MLB fans and the Astros continue to make everyone rage quit. As well as Jimmy Butler's historic Game 3 and everything that came with that. But first, we got to talk about the one-year brain aneurysm that Bill O'Brien had before his firing. I am glad they finally cut that off.
I'm surprised it even lasted that long. How do you trade? They haven't been the same since they traded DeAndre Hopkins.
No, not at all. Not at all. And they traded D-Hop. I think it all started with the Clowney trade.
That's not even
Yeah, I think it started there, and then it kind of went into the Tunzel and Stills deal where they gave up first and second round picks for a third wide receiver in the depth chart and a left tackle, and then you have the blown divisional game, and then it was a snowball effect.
Yeah. I think it speaks to why coaches should not be GMs as well. Too much on the plate. You can't be a coach and a GM. There's too much. You're trying to work trades, but you're also trying to coach a team. And I think there's just too much going on. That's why they're two different jobs, and that's why there should be two different people.
It's weird too because he had a good record. He had a good record. He was in winning seasons. He won consecutive divisional titles. What was it, like 3 or 4 years?
I think he had 4. Yeah. I think he honestly, he's a good coach. I know. I would say he's a good coach. He's a terrible GM.
He ruined his reputation. I don't think if anybody's going to look at him as a coach in the NFL anymore. I think he's going to go back to college.
Penn State?
Penn State.
And what would he, defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator? What would he be? I can't remember what he was at Penn State.
I want to say defensive coordinator.
I don't know. If I'm a team in any level, I don't know if I want Bill.
Yeah, everyone's kind of going to pump the brakes because they're going to see what just happened with the Texans and be like, ooh, is he still in that sort of aneurysm phase, or is he back to the 4-time divisional title phase?
Yeah. So that I don't even know what's worse. Could it be that or the NFC East? The NFC East. I'm going to go on the list right here. The Eagles are in first place, 1-2-1. The Washington football team, 1-3. Cowboys, 1-3, and the Giants 0-4. The Giants still have a chance.
That was going to be one. So the Giants are not out of the playoff race yet.
They're pretty much one game behind.
They're 1.5 games out. I don't even think we could call them the NFC East anymore. I think you gotta label them as the NFC East because they're just an infection going out through the entire NFL. One of those teams has to host a playoff game.
Yep.
Host.
Terrible.
That is.
This should be the Cowboys division to run over. Even though they're I don't even know. But the Eagles, they can't stay healthy. Washington football team, they don't even know who their quarterback is. Kyle Allen now with Dwayne Haskins at bench. And the Giants.
Alex Smith.
No, Kyle Allen.
What's going on?
Yeah, Kyle Allen and Alex Smith's the backup. So Dwayne Haskins is the third string now. Kyle Allen, who had the most turnovers in the year last year. I don't know how.
Ron, I like you. I'm at a loss there.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how that will be.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, I said it on last week's show, if the Cowboys lost to the Browns, they are the biggest frauds in the NFL, and they gave up 49 points.
Yeah.
49 to a Browns offense that has greatly underachieved. They made them look like Super Bowl contenders.
They can't stop anyone. Odell ran all over them. He didn't even receiver. He was running on them like a running back. Jarvis Landry touchdown.
Yeah, the fact that because that was a terrible thrown ball by Landry. That was underthrown by 10 yards. It was behind them, and the cornerbacks were so far away that they couldn't even do anything about it. They still ended up getting mossed. It was
They had high expectations. The Cowboys going in, and they are. Who they got next?
Who did
the Giants. They got the Giants.
Oh yeah, they have the Giants.
Maybe Daniel Jones will have a Brad
If they lose that game, oh my god, It's time to start firing people. It's time to start releasing people. It's time to blow Jerry World.
They need to do something with that defense. The offense scores points, but their defense can't stop. I think we could go out there and score 30 points.
God, they can't stop a cold.
You quarterback, I'll be receiver, throw it deep to me, touchdown.
Yeah, man,
Throw it back to PB football.
Yeah, facts.
All right, Jimmy Butler. I know if the Lakers, it's their series to lose, but we just gotta talk about Jimmy Butler in game 3.
Oh, yeah, that was a historic run. 40, 13, and 11. The only 2 other players in NBA Finals history that have done that. The logo, Jerry West, and LeBron. Jimmy Butler reminded me a lot of AI in 2003, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It reminded me of that because the Lakers were so favored, and AI just came out and dropped 50 and got them a game. So I think that speaks to the caliber of player that he is, or he can be, because
when he's aggressive like that, he's one of the best players in the league.
Max Kellerman called it, he looked like Michael Jordan.
I did hear that.
And I was like, how do you make that comparison and then come out the next game and be average? Because he had the next game.
He had a good game, but nothing.
It was 22. It was nothing close to what he did.
He had 22 or 28. I
think he had 22.
But he almost had triple double. He was 2 either rebounds or assists away from a triple double.
Yeah.
So a good all around game, but nothing compared to what.
Yeah. And he wasn't even like the playoff leading scorer because Dragic was it before that he went down. So I don't understand why Jimmy Butler can't turn on game 3 Jimmy, can't flip the switch into Timberwolves Jimmy when he took on the starters with a bunch of third teamers and ran them up.
Because he's a dog. He should have that mentality, like a Kobe mentality, where he's like that all the time.
Yeah, I just don't understand why he doesn't always turn that switch on.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I think I think I talked about it last time how he needed to be like a Bucks. When he played game 1 against the Bucks, he had 40. He had 40 in triple double. He just needs to do that. But the worst part is though that he went off and the Lakers played bad and they still almost won.
Yeah. AD was out most of that game with foul trouble. He only ended with 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
foul trouble the whole game.
Yeah, he lost with that game. He lost all credibility to the Finals MVP. I think it's gonna.
If Lakers win, it's LeBron. Yeah. I 100% agree with that. Yeah. But yeah, that was interesting. But the game, Jimmy himself, you just gotta give props on. That was unbelievable.
Oh no, yeah, that was an unbelievable performance. That was one of the best final performances we've seen since 2016. Because we've kind of had a dry spell
with LeBron and Kyrie.
Finals,
Yeah.
We've kind of had a dry spell of finals performances since 2016 because you had the Warriors stint, and everyone was bored by that. And then you have the whole Warriors team getting injured last year, and everyone was like, all right, this isn't a real finals.
Yeah, no, it was reminiscent of like LeBron when they were down 3-1.
Yep.
No, that's a good comparison. So yeah, I mean the game as a whole now, we'll recap of the NBA Finals. So I'm going to ask you a question here, ready? Can the Lakers close out the series, or can the Heat channel their inner Denver Nuggets and come back from down 3-1?
Well, see, the Lakers played the Denver Nuggets and they had a 3-1 lead, and we all see where that went.
As a Heat fan, I'm not confident. That was a must-win last night.
It was absolutely a must-win.
And they could have won the game.
They were there the whole game.
Yeah,
they were there, but they just couldn't. That missed Jimmy Butler 3 in the corner, and then on the other end, KCP made
the 3, right?
Yep.
And then he had a layup,
Rondo had a layup, had his only points of the game in crunch time.
And then Davis, that 3 just
that 3.
That was nailed.
Yeah. AD's been insanely clutch this entire playoffs.
Yes.
He had that 3, and then the block on the other end, and then he obviously had the buzzer beater in the Denver series.
Right.
He's been unbelievable.
Yeah. No, he's one of the most talented guys in the league. He's like a guard sometimes too. I mean him and like Bam Adebayo, he needs to, if he wants to keep improving, he needs to see this, like himself as Anthony Davis type player if he wants to reach that level.
Absolutely. Additionally, I would like to give a public apology to Containers Caldwell Pope. I trashed him so much this year throughout the regular season, through the rest of the games in the bubble. I trashed him so bad. And he came out yesterday. He had 15. He was the leading scorer at halftime for us. And then he hit the 2 clutch threes. His defense has been amazing. I owe you an apology, KCP. I apologize about everything that I've said. I'm gonna just let's put that behind us. Why don't we?
He did play well. He had big buckets in the big game, and even the rest of I think Danny Green had maybe 10 points. Rondo's been consistent all playoffs. Kyle Kuzma, I don't know where he's been. I remember after he hit the game winner against the Nuggets, I think, right? In the first seeding games.
I'm the third option.
Third option. Oh, I'm this
Third
guy.
option.
So he said something about like Jesus, right? Like I'll shoot it.
Yeah, Jesus could be in front of me and I'd still knock it
Right.
down.
And then LeBron was saying how we need him to be our third leading scorer in order to win a championship.
And I don't think he's had more than 6 points.
He's. Yeah.
Did you see the petition about him not getting a ring?
I saw that. Lakers fans don't even want him to get a ring.
Who's?
Get back. Get back.
Just get in the gym. Put in the work. Oh, I have one more question for you, though.
For the finals?
Yes, I have one more question.
Yep.
How different is the series if Bam and Dragic is there?
Yeah.
How different?
I mean,
Is it any different?
I would like to think it would be 2-2. I mean, that's a tough. Obviously, the Lakers would win. It would be 2-2 if anything. 2-2 or 3-1. The Heat wouldn't be up still, even with Dragic and Bam.
But we'd have more of a series, you think?
I think the more competitive games. The games 1 and 2, the first half kind of were good, and then it kind of turned into a blowout. I don't think that happens with the healthy Heat team. I do have to say, I'm glad you brought that up. I feel so bad for going Dragic.
Yeah, there was a clip of Dragic
He's like
before
crying.
that. Yeah, he had tears in his eyes. He was just like, I understand, like this, but this sucks.
He was talking about how in an interview he's like, why God? Why did you get me? Why am I hurt now?
Yeah.
If I'm him, it's hard to say because I don't know how much pain he is. And it's probably crazy. Just give me a shot and let me do something.
Yeah, you got to look at that shot that Joe Johnson got. Although he wasn't the same player, but he'd be out there. I don't know. It's one thing because if you try to play through an injury like that, you could be just a liability.
And that's what he said. Yeah, I give him props for saying that and kind of being the better for the team. But I wish he was out there. So that was MLB. All right. Now we're gonna move on to MLB. Kind of what are your takeaways so far from the MLB postseason?
So Houston's up 2-0. They actually just ended the clinching or their opportunity to clinch it. Now they're up 2-1. The Tampa Bay New York series is tied at 1-1. LA's up 1-0, and Atlanta's up 2-0. Takeaways being, can the Astros leave? Leave. I'm so sick of hearing Carlos Correa. I'm so sick of seeing Astros uniforms. They don't even have any of their three main guys. They don't have Garrett Cole, and then Verlander and Greinke are out right now.
Yeah.
A's, please. Why are we the second seed and losing to the 8th seed? Why are we doing this? Why do we have to go through this exercise?
I'm hoping they can do something. The game that happened tonight, Liam Hendricks, that man's a dog. Oh my God!
He's
Watching him pitch,
I'd be so scared of him.
It was 9-7, and it was second and third. Josh Reddick was up. He struck him out, and he was hyped. He was pumping his fist, talking junk. Josh Reddick broke the bat. It was electric. That's the best part about MLB postseason right there. The raw emotion in the sport.
Absolutely. Liam Hendricks, his motion is so violent, and then you add the theatrics to go on top of it. That's a guy that I'm never scared when I go in and step onto a baseball field. But if I'm in the box against Liam Hendricks, I'm just like I'm a little shivery, you know.
And Liam, props. That's my name. Let's go. Let's represent. But the A's, they hit 5 home runs. They played well. They were down. I think it was 4-7 in Game 3, and they hit a 3-run homer. So tied it up, and then they didn't really look back after that. So that was a huge win.
Their starting pitching can't figure it out.
Yeah, and that's why they just rely on their bullpen.
Yeah.
But Liam Hendricks, there's no way he's pitching next game. He pitched 3 innings tonight, probably.
Did he?
Yeah. Because they had to, because it was a close game. You wanted your best pitcher almost.
Fair enough. Speaking of pitching, though, the Padres carried a no-no last night into the 6th inning, and they still lost by 4.
Yeah. They fell apart. And that one error, I don't know if it was Hosmer not catching that or it was a bad throw. It was tough to play. It was tough catch, but also tough play. After that, they fell apart.
Yeah, and I talked about on last episode how their pitching, is going to be their X factor because they're going to get the hitting. Yeah. Although they only scored 1 run. Yeah.
I think they'll be better. At least I hope. I want to see a competitive series.
I want to see a competitive series with the Dodgers because the Dodgers always get tested every year. They always get everyone's best game because they're usually a top 3 seed.
Yeah, always. But they've never been able to do it. Nope. And I hope that's actually. I've never been a Dodgers fan, but if it's for some reason like the Dodgers Astros, and I will be the biggest Dodgers fan in the world.
Oh my God! I think any team that plays the Astros from here on out, I'm gonna take the stance that I have been with whoever has played the Pats in the last couple of years, where it's just I don't care what team it is, beat the Astros.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
100% agree. Now moving on to the NFL. Just some big wins and takeaways. Joe Burrow got his first NFL win.
Joe Burrow, it's about time. I'm glad he finally got through to the W column. He's had a couple tough outings. He's thrown 300 yards and over 300 yards in 2-3 consecutive weeks.
I think
he's looked damn good.
Yeah, no, he's going to be a great NFL quarterback.
Mm.
I just hope the Bengals get better. I mean, their offense is good. I just hope they get better throughout the course of his career.
Mm.
We already talked about the Cowboys. We don't have to get in them.
Yeah, Cowboys are frauds. That's pretty much where we have to go with that. Can we go back to the MLB for a second? Because I think no, it's all good. It's all good. But I think we have to talk about the Yankee game last night.
True. My bad. Yeah.
I think we have to talk about the Yankee game and Aaron Boone. We just praised you. We were just talking about it. What are you doing? The opener? What is the point of starting David Garcia if you're only going to throw him one inning and then replace him with J.A. Happ, who has gotten every walk-off postseason home run hit off the Yankees ever? Him and Chad Green are horrible in the playoffs, and that's the guy you want to sit like. Why? Why did you? That was so disappointing to see because I was really interested in because David Garcia was like he had a 5-year ERA, but he has stuff to win games.
You like seeing a young guy come out for his debut. Like that's cool.
Yeah, and that was the youngest Yankee postseason starter in history. And he threw one inning, so nobody's gonna remember it.
I don't know, because he was it the first inning home run to Stan, right? I mean, no, not Stan. No, that was Glasgow. I confused that.
Yeah, but he did give up a first inning home run to their 3-hitter.
Right.
I keep forgetting hit Randy something.
Yeah. But I guess even if he was perfect, like even if he went 1, 2, 3,
but it's a one run. Like if he can bounce back from one run, like I get it if he's like got 3 runs in the first inning and it's a must-win game and you wanna get momentum. But it was 1 inning. It was 1 run. You got the run back at the bottom of the inning. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
No, I agree.
But thank you, Giancarlo Stanton, for finally showing up. By the way, I'm glad that we invested that money in you for you to finally deliver a year and a half later.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
He's hitting bombs.
Yeah.
Hitting bombs.
And then, all right, segueing back to the NFL real quick. Green Bay is for real. Your Packers are for real.
Oh God!
And even without any wide receivers.
They practice squad guys. Robert Tonyan, 3 touchdowns. He worked out Kittle over the summer. Yeah. I'm hoping he turns into a Kittle. That'll be beautiful.
Yeah, you said in our group chat that he was Kittle, and I was like,
baby Kittle. I mean, that's a little too early, but
like 3-month-old.
Yeah.
When he was still in the crib.
He's
around, getting his diapers changed.
No, but Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Stephen A. Smith.
Bad.
You're right. He is a bad man.
Man.
And I loved it. I saw a video today. He was sounding off all the critics.
Oh, the Pat McAfee clip was awesome.
Oh my God!
The Pat McAfee clip was awesome.
He said my bad seasons are career years for other quarterbacks.
Yeah, I would have had the same reaction that McAfee had. That was awesome because he doesn't really soundbite like that. So that was
right. But Pat McAfee, he's the man.
I love Pat McAfee. I think that show is awesome. Him and Pardon My Take are my 2 favorite podcast shows to listen to that are out right now.
Definitely, that was hype. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Last thing I'm going to say about the NFL, and then we can move on. COVID is raising my eyebrows a little bit. Yeah. Because aren't they supposed to be technically out 2 weeks once they test positive? And then the Saints had a false positive in their system this week. So the testing system is getting a little sketchy. Yeah. It's getting a little sketchy. And then Cam is going to be back on Thursday at the earliest. Apparently,
how many days will that be?
He tested positive on Saturday, or he came out with a report saying that he tested positive on Saturday. He played last Sunday, so I mean, he might have taken the test on Tuesday. Right. But a week and 2 days is not 2 weeks. So I don't know what your system is looking like, NFL, but it's sketching everybody out.
And the Titans, who knows? I think Corey Davis just got tested positive today, so who knows what that's going to look like if they keep getting more positive tests.
Yeah. It's scary because I don't want the NFL season to go away. I think the MLB season continues, that the NFL season is going to continue, but just scary. Yeah. It's giving everybody like a wake-up call.
It's giving more anxiety.
Yeah.
You want to do some NFL pickup games.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we did kind of the primetime games and then two other good games. You want to take it away?
Yeah. So we got the Thursday night game tomorrow night. Tampa Bay versus Chicago. I'm gonna tentatively pick Tampa, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is a trap game for them.
Yep.
I think this has all of the makings of a trap game, and let's reminisce about the fact that the last time Foles met Brady,
So
he went down.
I saw that on Instagram today. They were talking about the Philly special. It was the last time.
On the biggest stage.
Yep.
That was the last time that Foles met him. So I'm hoping that we channel a little bit of Philly there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to watch.
Imagine if they did that.
Oh my God, Matt! I wouldn't be surprised. Matt Nagy's crazy.
He is,
crazy
yeah.
self, man. I wouldn't be surprised. And then no Godwin for Tampa this week either. Again,
Brady did look good though last week.
he did look
He
good.
was spreading the wealth. He did look good.
Yeah, but Josh O'Kelly, that was a charity fumble. If he doesn't fumble that at the end of the half, they lose that.
Yeah,
game.
Herbert competed with him.
Yeah, Herbert. Yeah.
And I think I talked about last time how the Buccaneers kind of they attack and they have a lot of sacks in the year.
Mhm.
Herbert, he was playing very well and under pressure.
Yep.
And he's like we talked about Burrow, but he's another rookie that he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Real well. Who you got in this game?
I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. Not crazy confident, but I think they're the better team on paper, and I just think they're better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crazy about it though. But if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers. The Bills Titans undefeated versus undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got in there?
I got Buffalo. I think Buffalo's too hot. They got too many weapons for that Tennessee defense.
Yep.
And Tennessee doesn't really have a lot of time to prepare for that
True.
right now. They've had a week off. They're coming back Thursday, it said, right?
I think so.
So you're going to have 4 days going into Sunday to really practice and prepare. And I just don't think that they're going to have enough to compete with Buffalo's firepower.
Yeah. No, I have the Bills as well. I think Josh Allen will continue his hot streak. Stephon Diggs has been playing great, and Bills are legit.
Yeah.
Bills are legit.
Diggs tied for the league lead in receiving yards with DK.
Yeah.
So
Well, they look great. Their offense coming into the year, I didn't know how Stephon Diggs was going to kind of gel with them. I don't know. Obviously, no one anticipated Josh Allen playing this well, but they are tough. They're tough to beat, and I hope they continue to play like this.
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch.
Especially if the Pats, Bills, see who comes out of the division.
Yeah, they give me a lot of Padres vibes because there's a team that hasn't seen a lot of success. It's really fun to watch and like must see football.
Yeah, no, people tune in to see Josh Allen.
Absolutely.
He is fun to watch. Colts Browns, 3-1 versus 3-1.
This game makes me very sad because we don't have a better game to talk about in this slot. I wish
The Colts are not just they're good. They're not a fun team to talk about.
No, I've never been excited by a Philip Rivers led team ever, and the Browns are the Browns, and so I mean. I'm sad that this is one of the top games this week. I mean, it's going to be a good game, but like it's not teams that I want to watch. But I took the Browns this week.
Yeah, I took the Browns as well.
I took the Browns. I think if they win this game, it's kind of going to start a new leaf for them because they just put 49 up on the Cowboys last week. They had a good game the week before against Cincinnati on Thursday Night Football. They're going to be on a little hot streak after this game if they win, and it's just I'm going to be interested to see how they develop as time goes on.
I agree. The Colts, I'll give them props to their defenses look great.
Oh yeah, their defense looks tough.
And they have a good running game with Jonathan Taylor. They haven't needed to use him per se because their defense has been scoring touchdowns. Philip Rivers, like you said, I've never been a huge Philip Rivers fan, but I mean he's good enough. Doesn't jump off the page for you, but
I was surprised he got that starting job in the first place.
Yeah.
It's not like Jacoby Brissett had a bad
He's
year.
no slouch, yeah.
They were 8-8 last year on a team that had to panic and put a team together after Luck retiring. So I was just surprised to see that move right away.
No, it's gonna be curious to see. I mean, 2 3-1 teams. So I mean, it should be a good game. Sunday night game: Vikings Seahawks. The Seahawks should dismantle them.
I think we all know that Seattle's going to win that game, and if Minnesota wins that game, for Pete Carroll and the boys down there, because that's a game that they should win by a big amount. The Vikings defense has been horrid.
Yeah.
They're the second worst ranked defense in the league today.
Yeah.
They
I think if we both have a friend that's a big Vikings fan, and he wants to just them to lose so they can get Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields or Trey Lance. He's done with Kirk Cousins.
I think everyone's done with Kirk Cousins, but you know who's not done with Kirk Cousins? The contract.
Oh,
the contract that you had him sign.
Is he like the third highest paid behind Mahomes and Deshaun Watson, maybe?
I think
he's,
so.
He's up there.
He's up there. I think him and Stafford are like this because he's pretty highly paid as well.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins, yikes. And then lastly, the Monday night game, Chargers Saints. I have the Saints, but I'm not too confident in that. The Chargers have been looking good.
Yeah, I took the Chargers in this game. If you think about it, the Chargers are a Butler field goal, 58-yarder, and a Joshua Kelly fumble away from beating 2 Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, and
with a rookie quarterback.
With a rookie quarterback who, like I said, looks damn good. Yeah. Like he's competing with the best of the best right away. His first start was against Mahomes, and he took him to the wire. Yep. So I think that guy.
He took the GOAT, Tom Brady. Yeah. Took him to the wire.
Yeah, you feel for Tyrod Taylor, but that's Justin Herbert's spot.
I know because Tyrod Taylor, he's a good guy. But
he set up four careers.
He gets his lung punctured right before the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that trainer has a lawsuit coming his way.
Yeah, that's tough.
But yeah, Michael Thomas is doubtful again this week.
Is he really? I was hoping he was going to play.
He's hoping that he was going to play, but he's doubtful, at least from the reports that I read today. So I think that going into it as well.
Dang, I was hoping he was going to play. I like watching it. I wanted to see what they were going to be like. They haven't had their Commander's probably the best player, but Michael Thomas has been an animal. They haven't had him. Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to see how him and Drew Brees will kind of recoup their relationship after Michael Thomas is back.
Right.
Our last segment of the day, our sports politics. Who do you want to go first? You want to explain it a little bit, or?
Yeah. So basically, you guys have all seen Scott Van Pelt's One Big Thing. Basically, we're just going to look on topics that are outside of the game, and that are circulating through the industry and going thoughts that are constantly circulating through everyone's mind that don't have to do with the actual game itself.
Yeah.
But I'll have you start.
Okay. So my topic today is to talk about a little bit about the HBCU schools, the historically black college and university schools, and this could be a big impact. How I know Maker is that how you say it? Don Maker's cousin. He was a top recruit. I went to a school with the Howard University. You got Mikey Williams, who's number 3 class and player of 2023 for basketball. So it's going to be interesting the impact on some of these high caliber and high profile players if they choose to pick a HBCU school or if they continue the norm and go to a school like a Duke, a Kansas, Kentucky, North Carolina. So I'm curious to see the impact of that. But it's good to see that these players kind of see their value and see their impact, and I think they just got to do what they think is best.
Yeah, it's going to be, I think they emerged from all the racial injustice things that have happened this year. I think that they've emerged as that's why they kind of have a comeuppance.
Yeah.
But, all right, so what I'm going to talk about this week is the fans. The NLDS and the World Series are allowing fans at their games. You've seen various NFL teams and colleges allow a small capacity of fans in the first place, or first on the list. And I think they should have done this to begin with. I think if you're not in a bubble, I think fans are what makes the sports industry. That's why I think we have this platform because we're such avid sports fans.
Exactly.
I think the players feed off of the energy and the environment. And you heard LeBron this year when COVID first started circulating through the news that I'm not gonna play without fans. That's who I play for. So I think that if you don't have fans right now, you need to put that together because it's a very simple equation that you guys have to do because there are 40,000 seats in the stadium, maximum capacity. If you just narrow it down and have everybody follow safety precautions and monitor it at all time, we can bring sports back and we can make this shift from Corona back to normalization. Obviously things aren't gonna go back to normal just off of sports, but it's gonna take a shift more towards normalization again.
No, 100%. I'm curious. I hope because they can make it work. You see a bunch of other sports that are making it work with a third of the capacity or a fourth of the capacity. I don't know the exact thing. But I hope they can make it work and just have some sort of fans. 'Cause they need that.